Why y'all so impatient, bro? Hold on, man. I got my telescope back there. All right, there we go. All right, let's get into this crypto news. But I can't do the crypto news without my glasses. And where did I put my glasses at? One more second, guys. I gotta grab my glasses. I can't see. Well, I can see, but I don't want to be blinded by the light on the crypto news. All right, we got 15 people in here, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to, right now, I'm going to get this shared. That way everybody can hop in. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me just fine. I'll get this shared now. 1 second. Let's mute the tab here. Let's get this shared. How y'all doing today, man? It is Motivated Monday. I gained a little bit of weight over the weekend, bro. I gotta fast, bro. I don't like it. I don't like it. I was being lazy. I was eating crazy for the weekend, and now I'm back in the groove of things. And I didn't gain like 6 pounds, bro. I don't like it. I don't even know how I gained 6 pounds. I don't know why my weight just fluctuated like that. But hold on. Let's get this. Let's get the thumbnail done and monetized, and we'll get into the show. Guys, make sure that you like and subscribe. My name is Crypto Millie. Share this across Twitter. I'm going to share it on X as well. We're going to let YouTube do the ads here, and then we'll get into everything with the crypto market. I told y'all a little bit of relief was coming, man. You can't be bearish forever. That's the problem, man. People, you gotta either be bearish or bullish. You can't flip flop, bro. You gotta react to how the market is reacting, and that should be. Let's save this here. You know what I mean? That should be part of your investment strategy and thesis to be able to understand what's to come in the cryptocurrency market. All right, I'm locked in. I'm sharing it now. I'm here. I'm ready. Let's go. It's Motivated Monday, not Mope Around Monday. We subscribing to Hustle Over Hopium. Let's get the stream out here shared right now. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hope it's not too loud. Okay, it was a little bit loud, but okay, we got 6 likes up in here, and then we get to some of these comments. Guys, I'm waiting for a few more people to get up in here. Nose itching, but is altcoin season back, right? Okay, we already know. We already know that the thumbnail, right? The thumbnail is a little bit of a, we trying to get people to come watch, you know what I'm saying? But we also going to go over why I truly believe that we are getting a little bit of relief here. So if you like these type of videos, make sure that you like and subscribe. Before we get into that, let's talk to some of the chat. We got 18 people inside here. Make sure you like and subscribe. WR Capital, what's word? The Jasmine guy. Zabek. you was a Jasmine guy? All right. Sing cool. What's up, man? Good to see the Jasmine fam. Casey, OG in here. I know you're hiding there. Come up. I was there, bro. I was there, man. I was thrown off for a second. I was like, well, I went to go on the to weigh myself on the scale, and I was like, bro, I knew I was eating crazy this weekend. I shouldn't have been eating like that, but I told you guys, your boy ended up hungry. You got to try to get cooked, bro. What happened? What happened? What happened? Somebody hopped in here on some. Uh, nah. Salute to the Jasmine fan. Oh my God, bro. Come on, X marks the spark. That's a wild statement. No offense to anybody out there. Y'all can like what y'all like. All right, let's get into what we going on, man. Crazy comments coming in. All right, so a lot of people are anticipating that altcoin season is here. Now we got to go over why we are starting to get a little bit relief here, but we also need to focus on some of the things that could be happening this week. All right, first and foremost, S&P Global Services manufacturing PMI data on Wednesday. So let's not get too excited. Let's kind of keep that same subtle mentality to understand, hey, we can go up, we can go down, but what we are subscribing to is hustle over hopium. That's the theme of the show. Two, March new home sales data also comes out on Wednesday. March durable goods. So we'll get more data on what's going on with the XHB chart. Stocks did open up pretty weak but I haven't checked the stocks since then. So maybe they have bounced since the market has opened. March existing home data sales data on Thursday. Total of 8 Fed speaker events. 20% of S&P 500 companies reports earnings. So we do got earnings coming in hot this week as well. So, I know a lot of people are anticipating a altcoin season, but I think this is more of just a rally, a relief rally. Now, Millie, you're probably saying, Millie, why do you think this is a relief rally? Well, now we are seeing Bitcoin go up here. But this right here is the Bitcoin dominance. What I want you to focus on is the RSI, right? Not the ultimate RSI, but per se the stock RSI. Getting a little bit of toppiness there, right? Looking for that bearish RSI cross here on the Bitcoin dominance where we can get some of that relief. Because if we do get a bearish cross on the RSI and a confirmation below 80, we could see some nice relief in altcoins. So what we seeing right now is a outlier to what may come. This may feel like, okay, the relief, the rally, but what you're going to see if that Bitcoin dominance does start to correct is probably 3 or 4 days where we get 20-30% gains on some of these blue chip projects, right? In the low caps, the micro caps, eventually once you see that liquidity rotate from the blue chips, they're rotating into the micro caps, and we should get some type of meme coin. Who knows what the meme coin is going to be? It's probably going to be a Cabal meme coin that absolutely fucking sense. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some hype with AI because Tau is starting to garner a lot of hype. I told you guys what was going to happen once Tau had its first $100 million runner. As of last night, Subnet 64 Shoots was Tau's first $100 million runner. And I think that they have another one on the way. I'll talk about that a little bit later in the show, but I want to get into another important chart that's leading this relief rally for our altcoins, and that is the DXY. Guys, quietly, we've been waiting for this for at least 2 years now. Quietly, we finally have gotten under 100 on the DXY, and I'm not seeing enough hype in crypto. So if we start to see the Fed put out some dovish information, maybe Jay Powell gets a little bit dovish. I think we did get news this morning that Trump again is doubling down that Jerome Powell is a fucking loser, right? An idiot. So again, we're still in the crossfire of the Fed and Powell and their wishes, right? Whatever that may be, you could be on whatever side. I'm not necessarily on the side. I can truly care less. The one thing that I am paying attention to is the CME Fed Watch 2, because there's a good chance that we have a Fed cut coming sometime in the next 60 days, right? Couple that with the growing M2, the greatest chart of all time, and the silent QE, right? They're still restricting the balance sheet, but not at the rate that they was. So this is an example of silent QE. So I got to stress this out to you guys because many people doubted that this week was going to be relief. All the signs pointed to this week being relief. It's like I don't know why you guys ignore the signs. You guys get bearish and then y'all just fall into this pit of doom. And it's like, okay, it's okay to be bearish and acknowledge things are bearish, whether it be short term, mid term, and long term. But at some point, you got to get off the bus. They told me back in the day, it's okay to trip, Millie, but at sometimes you got to get off the freaking bus, all right? You got to get off the bus. And what happens is you guys, a lot of you, I've noticed this in crypto YouTube, not per se on crypto Twitter, but crypto YouTube, you guys love bearish, doom and gloom, depressing content. I don't know why. I don't freaking know why, but people love it, right? When things get bearish, people love the doom and gloom content, right? Okay, we got the doom and gloom out, but now we're turning a new leaf and we are prepared now. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Proper preparation. Why? If you know that we are heading to an environment where we can get a Fed cut, we can get a QE, right? We can get everything that we need for this market to be to have the liquidity that it needs, why are we waiting till it happens? Why are we not having the mentality that we front run this type of news so that if it does become a buy the rumor, sell the news? Because you got to understand, if the Fed cuts or the Fed starts injecting liquidity, something's wrong. That doesn't mean things are going right, right? We think, oh no, something's wrong, right? So two things can happen. Either the market is going to send, or we're going to have a huge crash, and then the market is going to send. At the end of the day, the market eventually is going to send, whether it sends immediately or it sends after a huge crash. Which one thing we can all agree here with cryptocurrency is it's a lot of manipulation. Whether it be market makers, whether it be the news, whatever it is, it's a lot of manipulation inside crypto. So instead of timing the bottom, it all goes back to the theme of this live stream, subscribing to the mentality of hustle over hopium and putting yourself in the position to build out those strategies, build out those portfolios, start your research now. If you're in the Patreon, you've probably been seeing me drop a whole bunch of new tokens and full in-depth research on these tokens, because I've been spending most of my time, if not in the trenches, getting a good idea of the sentiment of the cryptocurrency space, but more importantly, researching what's to come, right? And I think there's another hot narrative in AI that's on the way. If you're in the J5 Council, you should have got that new cryptocurrency project that I posted. And I think I also posted it in the Patreon, guys. That is a new narrative emerging in AI. I'm not going to share it on the stream. If you want exclusive content, you know what to do. Of course, none of this is financial advice, and my name is Crypto Millie. So we're preparing now, right? A perfect example would be something like the Tau, let's go here to Tau stats, and let's just go here to the subnets here. So perfect example would be the subnets, right? You're starting to see the subnets putting a little bit of correction. This is actually a good thing, because if you've been watching the Tau subnets for the last 90 days, literally the entire market cap of Tau has went up 10x. So the market cap of Tau about 60 to 90 days ago, let me go here. Let me actually show you guys what I was talking about. We'll go back to the screener. Shit, here the market cap was about 10x less than what it is now, which is about 488 million. This is how early you are on Tau subnets. But this is the thing. This is what I'm working to explain. I posted it in the video that I made yesterday on Tau. The market cap was only about 48 million just 60 days ago. Now it's 489 million, right? So this is an example of when things were quiet, that's when you start to find those opportunities as far as investments. The same can be said with the whole narrative sell in May and go away, right? I'm not saying this to actually per se shield Tau and de-Tau or anything of that sort. But what I'm telling you guys is, if everybody is going to sell in May and go away, maybe that's a good chance for us to counter trade that narrative. Again, we can say, hey, things are bad in real world, but the market still has been resilient. Bitcoin is now sitting at 88K, pushing up to 90K. I'm in my green with my 20x leverage play that I did on Bitcoin. Again, if you want to learn how to do leverage, just let me know. I'll try to do a few videos for you guys on how I utilize Solana perps, and I bet on Bitcoin or Sol, depending on which way. So I told you guys I opened up a long and a short maybe like 5 days ago on Bitcoin. And I'm starting to print finally from that long on Bitcoin, right? So I was able to close my short. That way I didn't lose that much money. And now I'm just, earning a little bit of funds here with Bitcoin, putting my money to work, right? Another thing that I did do over the weekend is I staked some more Tau. So I did buy some more Tau, but I staked it into Root, right? I figured, hey, if I'm going to hold Tau and this is a long-term play, I might as well stake it into Root. So I have 50% of my Tau staked, and I also have 50% of my Tau in put into Tau subnets, right? So we're printing all the way around with the whole Tau ecosystem. And like I said, when you find something you like, guys, when you find something you like and it's a real strong convictional play and you can be part of the growth, like, go all in. responsibly, right? Within the ecosystem. So not only am I learning a lot about Tau, I'm learning a lot about the ecosystem in ways that I can make money within the ecosystem. You can do the same for Sui. You can do the same for Solana. Solana has a great ecosystem. There's some emerging ecosystems like Say, Aptos. You got things that's been around a while like Cardano, XRP, H bar, right? These are all near protocol. These are all really, really good ecosystems. Casper, where not only can you take advantage of the native token, but you can go straight into those ecosystems and put yourself in a position not only for early movers advantage, but passive income. Stop being lazy. Stop listening to YouTubers blindlessly and go do the research. A lot of things that happens on YouTube is from a surface level. I would recommend getting into groups, finding alpha on crypto Twitter, downloading you or connecting yourself with a X tracker or alpha tracker. I have some myself. I've shared one with AOKG. He can actually confirm this. I have a great X tracker and I have a great wallet tracker, and you can connect these things. It's not. It doesn't. It literally takes 5 to 10, 15 minutes if you go do the research, right? You know what I mean? So it is what it is, right? I'm excited about the market and where it could go, but I'm also understanding and cautious because of the macro environment. So it is a lot of stuff to be excited about in crypto, but it's also a lot to be cautious because we still are under the umbrella of uncertainty and more so a restrictive policy. So let's get into some of these comments and see what you guys are chatting about. We cooking today. Like and subscribe if you cook it. Appreciate you, X. Let's see what we got here. We got 46 people in here. Like and subscribe, guys. Bro, Keith, you worrying about my pockets, bro. See, that's what we not gonna do, Keith. It's all love, baby, but we don't pocket watch over here on this channel. You know, you don't need to know about how what I got in my portfolio because I'm not worried about what you got in your portfolio, homie. So watch. Don't watch the pockets. Fill them up, baby. USTD is dropping. What? What do you mean? Like they're printing? USTD Tether? Are you talking about Tether, bro? Tether is a stable coin, and they're printing. They have been printing more stables. I think I did post that on my X feed. Guys, Bitcoin balance of old whales versus new whales. You're starting to see more people load up on BTC as a safe haven against the trade wars and everything that's happening with J Powell and Trump. So again, smart money is buying, but also retail has been quietly buying the dip. Those who have a consistent income, stability in their life, and accessible capital, because that's what it needs. Crypto is a rich person's game, guys. The trenches is even more of a rich person's game. It's really all about how consistent you can be and how liquid you are. If you have a consistent amount of liquidity and capital coming in, you will always win in crypto. You will win, right? Especially as a hodler, right? Not a person that's full-time Web3 like myself. If you're hodling, you buy things you believe in that you can sleep at night and you hold over time and you focus on consistency of your financial stability. And if you are consistent for the next 2 to 5 years with your financial position, you should make a lot of money in cryptocurrency. You should make a boatload of money in cryptocurrency. Patience, though. Patience. You don't have to do what you see everybody else doing, right? You don't have to go into the trenches. You don't have to do none of that. You can just simply have a stable financial situation and buy good projects. We are nowhere near the adoption phase that we are going to see in crypto. We had a great conversation in the trench group maybe a few days ago, and I was explaining how, guys, what do you think is going to happen when the NBA drops its own chain and each NBA team has its own token? Then the NFL drops its own chain, or a bank drops its own chain, and each person in the bank has its own token. Literally, everything could be tokenized. We're already seeing it from a massive, a standpoint when you think about what's happening here, just on X, guys. When you look at what's happening on X, so if you look at what happens on X, literally Everything is being tokenized. It doesn't matter if it's a president's tweet, a president's hairstyle, the goddamn president's suit. It doesn't matter if it's goddamn a president's tattoo. It could be the president's thought. It could be the Pope. It could be the Pope using the bathroom, taking a sugar honey iced tea in a picture. That anything you can think of is being tokenized. This wizard Gandalf right now went crazy, is being tokenized. So we are in the age of tokenization. And Larry Fink said it himself. Literally, the world will be the stock. We are everything will be tokenized. Everything will be tokenized, right? You can sit here and just trade the news, right? If you understand how to utilize an X tracker and a wallet tracker, it's so much money to be made in cryptocurrency, and the space itself is so big. But I don't want to encourage people to think short term. I honestly, truly believe hodling is not dead if you're holding the right tokens and you have a consistent financial situation. That's really what it comes to, right? It's like a really a rich. I'm not gonna say it's a rich people's game, but it's a game of consistency, right? And a game of liquidity, right? Those who have liquidity become more in times than not more successful than people that don't have liquidity, right? Because when you think about it, when you got liquidity, you don't have to worry about time capitulation. You don't have to worry about if you're taking a little bit from your responsibilities or emergency. You got all that. You got your emergency set fund. You have a good situation financially. Now you practice good risk management and you buy things you believe, and you gradually bring your dollar cost, your averages, you DCA over time, right? With the belief that at some point we'll be in QE again and the market will start to have that new liquidity rolling in. Now, what's the theme, right? Lifeline of the business is new people. New people don't grow, your business don't grow. Lifeline of crypto is new liquidity. New liquidity don't come, your crypto won't fucking run. And that's just the end of the story. It's nothing, it's no secret to this. It's no secret sauce. That's what it is. Whoever whoever can stand the test of time wins in crypto, right? Whoever can stand the test of time. So we got a few things that's happening good for us. We got the DXY capitulating, and we are starting to see signs of maybe, just maybe, the Bitcoin dominance going down. Yeah, the Bitcoin dominance did peak above our of resistance here, but you could clearly see the volume here dying down. And you add a stock RSI cross to this, it's a good chance that the Bitcoin dominance is starting to get exhausted, and we get something like here. Now, here doesn't mean altcoin season. It just means a little bit of relief. You might see an AI coin go up 1,000%. You might have that meme coin runner that becomes the meme coin of the summer. I wouldn't be surprised within the next 2 months we see a new token we've never seen, whether it be AI, DeFi payments, meme coin, something is going to be the summer runner. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it may be, but it always happens like this where we get this summer runner. Go look at every summer. The last 2-3 years, we always had a summer runner. A few years ago, it was Pepe. I think last summer it was the AI coin. Who knows, right? We'll get some summer runners. But is it me, or is this year been going fast, guys? Like, it just felt like January, and we were anticipating the Trump inauguration, and we were getting prepared. We already about to be in May. We about to be in May, dog. We ain't got no too much time to be playing around here. Lock in. We about to be in May. That is crazy. That is crazy. But it is good to see some green, right? And hopefully a lot of you guys' spirits have been lifted to see that everything we've been going through in the last 3 months, look how resistant crypto and even some of these top altcoins have been. Yeah, they've been going, they went down, what, 20, 30%, 40 cent, you know what I'm saying? But then you got stuff that went up 100% the last month, right? XCN, look at Tau. We're up 25% of the month on Tau. People talk that shit about Jasmine. Jasmine is actually up 18% on the month. XCN is up 55% on the month. So it's a lot to be excited about. And again, the guy came like, oh, you just so bomb, your coin's trash. Bro, 2 of the coins that I literally shield daily is the ones that's in the top movers for the month. So I don't know what the hell people be talking about. when they hop on it. I don't know. They tried to do that to my boy Crypto Seth. They tried to say his coins was trash, bro. Like, bless the gem hunters with so many calls, bro. Sometimes retail is the problem. Jeets is the problem. And the negative Nancy's is the freaking problem in crypto. Two of the tokens I talk about the most is in the green on the month. Where the hell y'all been at? I better open y'all open your damn eyes, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? I don't even know what to say. All right, let's get off that. Let's get off that. Let's get into somebody's comment. We got 50 people in here. Tal about to send, baby. You already know. You know, went down 17 points just now. Oh Lord, are we decoupling? Nah, he didn't miss anything. I don't know what Bear said to me. Been buying XRP since 2021, selling everything but the kids. Oh my God, Trump punked us all that voted for him. Looking at the stock market, I ain't falling for this little pump in crypto. And that's valid. That is valid, right? Guys, I told you guys, when I looked at the stock market this morning, it opened up very, 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 very not very, but the pre was a little bit down from where it closed, right? The previous week. And I was a little bit concerned because I'm like, the stock market still is telling us that something is wrong, right? That we're just not there yet. So yes, I agree 110%. Looking at the SPX, we are not there yet. It is nothing to get excited about. All right. This relief rally is specifically based on the Bitcoin dominance falling and the DXY being over 100, under 100. That's it. And things being severely oversold relief, right? So again, this relief could last 24 hours, 48 hours. But I do agree that it could be short-lived when you look at what's happening in the stock market, guys. When you look at what's happening in the stock market, it's just no hope, man. No hope, right? I know, in a perfect world, y'all want like crypto to be decoupled from the stock market, but I would say we're still bearish because of the stock market. I would say that we're still bearish. I would say that this is more of a relief short term because things are oversold and we got two components that's working with us, which is the Bitcoin dominance looking like it wants to correct and also the DXY being under 100. But I don't think there's nowhere we get an altcoin season. So if you read the title and you think that I'm saying altcoin season is back, I'm not. I just straight, what's the word called, y'all? What y'all call it? Engagement farming, or what y'all call it? What y'all call it when you put the thumbnail up? And you talking about something totally different. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that ain't what I'm saying, right? We do got a little small C gap right here. We got a small gap right here, but that eventually will get filled. But yeah, let's check out the XHB stock market. I agree. I am not gonna sit up here and say nothing about that. I know that this little relief is nothing but those three things right there. Bitcoin dominance looking to fall, DXY under 100, and altcoins, major 100 altcoins, a little bit oversold. They need to bounce a little bit, trap some more liquidity, market makers. But when you look at the stock market, this is not good, right? Bearish volume is dying down. And let's actually look at my script here. So I'm with the bears that's pointing this out. I'm not about to sit up here and pull a fast one over you guys. There is major weakness in the stock market. And yeah, we are getting a little bit of hope now. But I don't know how sustainable this will be, chat. I don't know how sustainable this would be unless crypto is truly decoupling from the stock market. And since some of the stock market is based on tech, it's really, really, really hard for me to believe that. Really, really hard for me to believe that. So when we get the job data, we get the home data, and we can see that the XHB is showing a little bit of weaknesses, I'm still concerned that a recession is still in play. Yes, I agree 110% there. We got 46 people in here like and subscribe. Come on, Jaxpar. Not yet, Crypto Mealis is not yet. We're not back yet. We're not back yet. That was what's it? Clickbait. That was clickbait. Yeah, I'm liking Zebek, man. May until September will be steady uptrend until the bear market starts in Q4. So y'all got the bear market starting in Q4? I don't know about that. I think Q4 should be bullish. I think Q4. I think Q4. If we just look at the, let's go here and share this tab here. I've weighed this out for you guys. I mean, I've measured this out for you guys before, but I'm gonna still stick to my stance because we are back above this trend line, and I'm gonna stick to my stance, man. That this is just a 300-day correction, and I showed you guys every time 300 days in from the halving, we get a correction, right? Stock RSI is bullish, very, very, very fucking bullish. We'll get a buy signal soon. So if let me go here to my script and kind of explain what's going on. So if I pull up my script here, there goes the buy signal. We just got the buy signal right there. There, it just came in. That's crazy. So yeah, we just printed a buy signal. I thought the buy signal was going to come after the moving average, but I guess my buy signal is kind of front running the moving average. It must be the uptick in volume or the confirmation of this candle above the downtrend, but we won't know until next week. One candle above the trend line is just one candle. It means nothing until we get a confirmation candle, guys. So this Sunday, when the market restarts and we get that new candle coming in next week, if that candle is a confirmation candle, that would confirm Millie's buy signal here, right? We just got a buy signal hot coming in on Bitcoin. This means a lot. This means a lot because this is kind of leading us to this just being our 300-day correction that we see every cycle. We got our 300-day correction here, had a bullish Q4. We had our 300-day correction. Where is it? Here. And then we had our next leg up to the top, right? So each cycle we have this 350-day correction, and it's right on time. It's right on time right now, right? Let's go put that out there. Bam. 350-day, 50 bars, 52 bars, 50 bars. You cannot argue with fucking history. Okay, so all the arguers that want to argue with history, you can't argue anybody that's bullish right now because technically each time in these bull runs, we had a 350-day correction and then the next leg up, the last leg up, 350-day correction, 2020, last leg up. Now we're right here, right on time, 350-day correction. Are we about to get our last leg up? We just printed a buy signal here on BTC, right? This is crazy. This is crazy, right? All this stuff that's going on with the stock market, we just printed a buy signal here on BTC. Now, is ETH giving us the same sauce? No, ETH is not giving us the same sauce. Not yet anyway. But we did get a stock RSI cross, but that means nothing because we already had one. So ETH is still not giving us no sauce yet, right? I think Sol should print one because I have a long open up on Solana and it should be printing us one. Yep, there we go. We got the buy signal also on Sol, right? So I'm not surprised. And you can see here, this is the difference. This is the difference. So Sol is a little bit further than BTC. You see how you got the one candle here above the trend line, and now Solana is working on its confirmation candle. I wouldn't be surprised if Solana goes to retest resistance at the 50-day moving averages, which is a 168, or the 21-day EMA, which is 175. If we get this confirmation candle this week on Solana, it's a good chance that Sol is bullish. But the thing is, when we check our sentiment based on altcoins, are we using Sol or ETH at this point? Because if we sit and wait for confirmation on ETH, we probably would be waiting forever. Sol already gave us our buy signal. And it's working on a confirmation candle here on the weekly, which could be bullish for anybody that's holding Sol meme coins or Sol AI coins. Because I looked across the board, they all look like they're ready to pop. So if we do get some relief, it's a good chance And I know it's hard to argue. It's hard to believe that this could happen because the stock market is showing so much weakness. I know, guys. It hurts me to have to say this, but being too bearish is also can also not be good either. Like being too bearish. It's okay to have an understanding that hey, we're in a bearish environment, but you don't want to blind yourself with too much bearishness. Okay, that's all I'm saying. We got 53 people in here. Let's get into some of these comments and see what y'all cooking up. I think you might have it backwards. Crypto likely to stay sideways and down, then pump cute fourth quarter at least. That's how it usually goes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mark. I mean Kevin. Yeah, so you kind of agree with what I'm saying, Kevin. I think that's what I was telling Mark. Like the whole selling May thing looks like it's going to happen, and then Q4 should be bullish, right? Constant liquidity, Millie. Yeah, man, that's the major thing. Bullshit, Kevin. The bull run ends 18 months after the halving, which is around October, but I believe it ends by September this year. You're going to get wrecked if you think that. Not so. Like again, guys, you guys need to start looking at facts, man. Stop just coming and saying any fucking thing, man. Like, go and back test some shit. Look at what actually the market is telling you, man. The market is telling us. And again, I'm gonna just remove this indicator because this is my script. And people sitting there wanna come in here and come with the whole like Q4 bearish. That's hard for me to believe. Now I'll throw the Bitcoin halving events for you and just to prove to you. And I got all of them here, right? Every time after the halving, we top out anywhere between 500 days, right? 550 days. We just say 78 bars. So this cycle, it was 74 bars. We topped out at 518 days, right? Now you're right about that. You're right about that. 78 bars. Last cycle, 546 days. This cycle would put us right here in October as a top, which I have here, which I am agreeing with you based on history. First week in October. Look, I have this here. The problem the problem is that we hit an all-time high before the halving, right? So technically, do we, you know what I'm saying? Does that mess up the cycle? Who knows, right? The problem is that everything is that threw off everything. So now that timing and everything is thrown off, and if you just simply use a forecast of let's say 2020, because you what you're saying is not wrong. I just think you got the time. Yeah, we retested the there we go. We retested. You want to have that right where we retested the 50-day moving average, right? What that would put us at about 130. That's too high. I mean, that's too maybe 150. But anyways, um, right here. So this is what you're talking about, right? You're saying that we pump going into Q4 and then we dump somewhere in October and September. That's very very valid. Like I'm not even going to argue with that because just based off the history of the chart, that's what could happen, right? The problem is a lot of people are anticipating that this sideways, whatever this sideways is, it goes sideways a little bit more, right? Because of the whole sell and make and go away thing. So do we go sideways a little bit more, and then the pump starts around June and we top out somewhere in November or December? That could be a possibility, right? That could be a possibility where we do kind of like trade on top of the trend line like this, and then Q4 is actually the blow off top, the FU blow off top, right? So there's no right or wrong here. If you believe that the next leg up is about to happen. This is why you can't time it, guys. There's no right or wrong. Like what Mark is saying, it's not wrong. He's actually looking at the history of the chart and he's telling you guys based off history when this shit should end. The problem is because of what we happened with the tariffs, the macro environment, and maybe Bitcoin hitting an all-time high before the halving cycle. Maybe this is why people are saying the delay, that there will be a delay in altcoins before altcoin season. I'm not even sharing the tab. God damn, tell me I'm not sharing the tab. There we go. All right, there should be a delay for altcoin season. So hopefully I don't got to go through this all over again for you guys, because you kind of should understand what I'm saying. So Mark, what the people in the chat are saying, they're saying, well, we're gonna go sideways for the next few months because the Fed, right? Jay Powell and no Fed cuts. Stock market bad, job and unemployment going up. So we can go sideways, which would delay altcoin season and lead us into Q4. What Mark is saying is Mark is like, based off the history of the chart, the next leg up should start now, right? And we should top out here somewhere in September, Q4, which both arguments is valid. Both arguments is valid. Mark is specifically going off the history of the chart. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong because he's actually saying what has happened each cycle. He is not wrong. The problem is that the macro could delay this little sideways chop. And that's why people are saying Q4 is going to be bullish, because people are anticipating that we are going to see more downside or more sideways action, and that this is a fake out because of what's going on in the macro, because of what we're seeing with the stock market, because here on the weekly, you got Bitcoin opening up, but not with a lot of volume. Not with a lot of volume. So some people say this could be a fake out. We're opening up this week, but we're not getting a lot of volume coming in, right? Let's actually go to a little bit smaller time frame. You can see, I mean, daily is looking like, I know we get it. We need another confirmation candle about daily. I wouldn't be surprised if we printed a buy signal here also in the daily, if I just move these halvings. So again, none of you guys are saying anything wrong. There's no right or wrong to answer that, right? It all depends on your understanding of how the time frame works here. So yeah, could definitely be a fake out when you look at the fact that, okay, Bitcoin is printing a candle. I wouldn't say that's tight. That's tight candle here on the daily, but the outlier here is that we are severely overbought here on the daily. So I wouldn't be surprised if the stock market itself brings Bitcoin back down into our trend, because the stock market is showing entirely too much weakness for crypto to be this bullish. I know we want to decouple at some point. I don't know if crypto is there yet. If it is there and I'm wrong, I'm happy. I'm invested. But again, I get either or argument, right? At the end of the day, he's saying we're going to go up, but we crash in Q4. And some of you guys are saying, well, this could be delayed, and then Q4 is when we actually go up, and then we crash after that. Regardless, right? We did get a buy signal here on BTC. Let's get into some of these comments here. We got 46 people in here, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Repeat, Q4 is the start of the bear market. 2026 will be bearish. According to all of my cycle analysis, they all say 2026 is supposed to be bearish, right? So that is a great point. Don't mind name because it's July this year, according to the M2 chart, which predicts where BTC will most likely top out 3 months in advance. Yeah, I mean, it's no right or wrong, Mark. Like, you coming in here like you're a fucking expert, dude. Like, we're giving, people are in here giving you your flowers. I'm sitting here agreeing with you, and you're trying to like bully us into your opinion. At the end of the day, there's no right or wrong question, right? The Bitcoin M2 chart is not the end and all be all, and it's actually a lagging chart, right? So at the end of the day, either one of these scenarios could happen, right? We can go up now and then dump for Q4, or we could trade sideways and then go up in Q4. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer to it. You didn't get upset. We all hoping for the bull run. Yeah, both of you guys are using historical data. It's no right or wrong. What you laughing about, Fritty? At the end of the day, you might be wrong or right. We don't know. Clickbait. Yeah, clickbait. That's the name of it. Unless crypto takes over the stock market, anything is possible. Definitely clickbaiting. Gotta, bro, we gotta get the people in here, right? Of course, this is not no fucking altcoin season, man. This ain't altcoin season. It's Bitcoin down below 50%. Is it? Are we in QE? This is not altcoin season. Come on, let's be real. This is not altcoin season, but a relief rally is due. Is due. Right now, chat's having a conversation. There's not argument. It's just a conversation on whether the next leg up is happening now or it will happen in Q4. Right. And I think that there's a valid argument for both, right? I don't think that you can just 100% know or 100% go off historical data. Yes, we back test. Yes, we use indicators, but anything could turn, Trump can come out here and say something, and then we just go to the shadow realm. So again, it's good to look at historical data, but it's other things that goes on with that. Yes, this could possibly be a bull trap. I just showed you guys how this could be a bull trap, right? We just printed a buy signal on the weekly. Weekly usually takes about 4 to 8 weeks to play out. So this buy signal means absolutely nothing short term. We got to make that clear. But if we go here to the daily, you can clearly see that we are printing a I don't want to call it a confirmation candle above our trend line, but the elephant in the room here is that we are severely overbought. So with the weakness in the stock market and the weakness in the job data, right, from the perspective of unemployment rising and a lot of people getting new jobs, you couple that with the XHB chart, which is the home housing chart, right? The fact that Bitcoin is pumping because it's a safe haven to what's happening in the macro, it's overbought here on the daily. We are not out the woods yet. Yes, we are getting a nice confirmation. Oh, no, I just keep saying confirmation. But yes, we are getting a nice candle above our trend line, but we're not out the woods yet. There is a possibility here, though, right? Right? Overbought doesn't mean you instantly go down. We can hang out here for a while. Lately, we haven't. Lately, we get overbought. We've been getting crushed back down, right? You do got a few things happening here, right? You got a potential inverted head and shoulders pattern that can blast up out of here, right? But it's just too much going on in the macro for me to believe that we can outbid the stock market and go full into the next leg up for Bitcoin, crypto, and altcoins, which leads me to be to leads me to the latter and believing that we could just go sideways as people prepare and load their bags for QE. If we do get a Fed cut or we do get some type of silent QE, but it's not silent where they're actually saying, hey, we're going to help the economy, right? Like I said, something bad could happen first and then we pump, right? Or we just, because of the way that the ETFs work and in the liquidity and the problem is that everybody still has a lot of resolve in crypto. So as much as the bears want to come and say it's over, it's bearish, the resolve of crypto people, I'm not gonna say it's new people, but crypto people, and you can argue that there are a lot of new wallets being created on Solana. Ethereum development activity is rising. Bitcoin whales are loading up. The Bitcoin hash rate is at its highest. There are a lot of bull cases here, right? We just can't get so absorbed by this bearish environment that we just always instantly think doom and gloom. I'm open to either way, but again, you guys be the judge of that. I'm not trying to go too hard on anybody that's in the chat. Crypto Banter made a great video on why stocks are down. People basically ditching the dollar. That's why gold is at an all-time high. Great point. Great point. You're right about Tal Pump. Yeah, man, it's coming. Bitcoin will be back in the low 80s by tomorrow morning. All right, we got some bears up in here. 2026 is bearish. Well, when you look at, so I've done research, right? Let me actually pull it up for you guys. So I've done research. See more here. Let's see. See if I can actually find what I'm looking for. I've done so much research, guys. Cryptography, market cycle psychology. Is this it? No, that's not it. 1 second. I'm trying to find my what I was trying to show you guys here. Trump terrorist bar, AI compute, recession, market cycle, market phase. Let's see here, economic cycles. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about. I can't find my my graph here, but I'm gonna just pull this up. This is like something that I was working on that I never finished. So just ignore the visual because I never actually finished the visual. I was building something and I just got completely off it and never finished the visual. But what I want you guys to focus on is the left hand corner here is the economic cycles. If you just go and do a little research, you can go back test yourself and study this yourself. If you just study like the 54-year cycle, the 18.3-year cycle, the 9-year cycle, which is the business cycle, the 3.4-year cycle, and even the credit cycle. Most of those cycles have have 2026 actually being a down year. Like 3 out of 4, I believe. I haven't looked at it in a while, but 3 out of 4 of these cycles have 2026 being a down year. 3 out of 4. I think the only one that doesn't have 2026 being a down year is the 3.4 cycle, which is the kitchen cycle. The three latter, 50-year cycle, the Kondratev wave, the real estate cycle, the business cycle, all 3 of these have 2026 being a kind of like choppy down year. So like you got to start focusing on doing research on cycles outside of just the crypto cycle. Right? Like I said, this is personal research that I've done and just opening my eyes to things outside of just crypto and how it could affect risk on assets. Trump got to fix what he broke. Powell got to quit playing games and cut the rates. Trump is trying. I don't know what they got going on, bro. I can't. I'm not in Trump's head. I don't know what he's got going on. Him and Powell is really at odds right now, and we don't know if that can be bearish or bullish the market. One country said if they fire Powell, it's bearish for the market. Another country came out and said if they fire Powell, the market is going to rally 30%. Who knows? Jasmine's year in 2026, hopefully. Cross strong, but all opinion I find interesting. But all in all, I hope we have make a. I don't like I said, it's all opinion, bro. I'm not the expert. I'm enjoying the content that you guys help me entertain whenever y'all get into these little spats in the comments, and I'm all for it. No Spoon, what's up? Bitcoin dominance is in a rising red rate, but hey, shh, No Spoon. They don't know about how. They don't know how 60% of the time rising wedges break to the downside, bro. And even if it break to the upside, I don't think Bitcoin dominance goes past 70% unless everybody runs to it like they ran to gold because we're in a recession. Hey, KG said he's a bear. Yo, what up? I'm thinking about going to Vegas, guys. In a month. I'm thinking about going to Vegas and finally going to my first crypto conference in Vegas. So your boy Millie might be out there in Vegas, man. For all the people that just want to say, "Oh, crypto hasn't changed his life," oh, you don't know what the fuck I got going on, dog. The hell? Want to make money short China stocks? Bro is building 3D images, guys. Yeah, man, bro. I didn't even finish that, but yeah, I was build. I got another one that's a little bit finished. I couldn't find it, so I was like, "Freaking, let me just bring up the one for example purposes, guys." That's nowhere near finished. Do you agree? Coins like DOT and ICP will die this bear market. No. I put a cryptic post for all the ICP fans. Guys, make sure you go follow me on X, bro. Make sure you go follow me on X because I dropped some ICP banger. I'll drop some ICP banger for you guys on my X page. Let me see if I can actually find it. Bro. Let me see if here we go. Look at this, man. Look. In my opinion, 3 of the most outside of Chainlink. Chainlink should have been on this on this for various reasons, and you can even add XRP, right? Because what they're doing from an enterprise and institutional standpoint for bank, and even something like Hedera because they have hash graph technology, which is technically not a blockchain. But anyway, let's just go into these three giga giants right here. ETH gave us smart contracts. Tau gave us decentralized intelligence. ICP gives us the internet on chain. So if you don't know, this is the example of Web3 purity and why you should be following me on X at Altcoin Millie. So I was doing research and I was doing research and I put this into my model, my AI model that I'm personally building around how I personally think. And I asked my AI model, I'm saying like, okay, if you had to give a Web3 score to the top projects that potentially are ushering in Web3. ICP got 100% Web3 score, right? And it's because their front end is built internally and their RPCs and APIs are internally, which means they are not using AWS. This is the reason people always say ETH is not Web3, right? Because it's still being hosted by AWS. So if AWS goes down, yes, everything will still be on chain, but a lot of those applications will be buggy without AWS, right? Most of them are hosted by AWS and their RPC API is infra. So they get a 60% web score. One of my favorite tokens right now is Tau, but I wanted to make sure that Tau was as close to Web3 as possible. It's a fully decentralized AI. They also, though, use a front end that's similar to Web 2. They have a custom front end, but they also use CLI, which is used within Web 2, and it's why it didn't get a 100% score. The RPC API is peer-to-peer, which means a lot of the things within Tau's ecosystem is built homegrown. So instead of them using AWS, they can use Gradient Node to actually do its hosting, right? Because most of the things that happen in Tau is, like I said, homegrown. So I'll get into why this is important, and you can see Tau itself got an 85% Web 2 score. But why is the gradient node important, and why am I so bullish on the subnet gradients? Guys, the gradient subnet is sitting at a measly $40 million market cap, right? It's companies are already using it, right? It's literally the best with hosting and GPU power, right? Literally the best, right? Best. The performance in the best, but that doesn't mean anything. How much does it cost per an hour for me to build something really, really good? The world's best auto ML platform. It's also the cheapest, guys. The cheapest, $5 per an hour. Now, outside of just together.ai, because that's rather new, if you just go look at the massive evaluations of something like Google, AWS, if gradients gets adopted here, this is why gradients is such a slept on subnet right now, and why I wouldn't be surprised if this subnet goes to anywhere between 100 million and 1 billion, right? Because it's literally already being adopted. It's literally the second subnet. You don't count root, that's like for staking, but the second subnet is gradients, right? And I mean, it's sitting at a $41 million market cap and is already being adopted across not only Web 3, but also Web 2. Like, it's like a multitude of companies are already using this, right? And if you put it up to something in crypto that does something similar, right? Like, let's say Render, for example, right? If I just go here, back to my Twitter page, actually show you guys what I'm talking about. I'll go back here to my Twitter page. Guys, make sure you guys go follow me on X, should I say. Let's go back to my profile. You can see here, let me see if I can actually find it. Bam. All right, share this tab. You can see here that Gradients also compares to Render, which is sitting at a $2.3 billion market cap, right? So what is going to be needed more? Render is tailored to more like gaming, visuals, metaverse, visual rendering, GPU power for visual rendering. Gradient's GPU power is focuses on AI model and inferences. Yeah, we love the metaverse. Yeah, things we need rendering, we need visuals, whatever, right? But the narrative maturity of what's happening in AI is still early. So just imagine when you got into the narrative maturity of visual rendering, when it was early, right? You probably was getting into a $30, $40 million market cap. The narrative maturity of what Gradients is offering is early. Pay for render, that's the token utility. It's more compete to earn, so you get incentivized for utilizing this stuff. That's why I like staking my TAO, because I get paid for helping the ecosystem. That's the utility of this token. And the alpha here is that most of this is already priced in. Excuse my phone, guys. Most of this is already priced in, right? Of course, it can still do a 10x, maybe a 20x, who knows? But the high asymmetry potential of Gradients sitting at a $44 million market cap is still in uncharted territory, because the narrative is early and everybody is focusing on building AI agents and LLMs. Why build on something like AWS or any of these others when I can save money building on Gradients? This is why. This is why. If Gradients, right? If Gradients goes to 100 million, 1 billion, let's say 1 billion, right? You probably see TAO price sitting at close to $1,000, right? This also is going to pull up other subnets, because when these subnets go up, they make other subnets valuable. Well, Millie, why? Because if you miss out on the alpha play, then you're looking for the beta play. Everybody wants to buy the Michael Jordan, but when you miss the Jordan, they look for the Kobe Bryant. So it's kind of like you live in a community, right? And you know what I'm saying? At first, you in a community, it's like it's okay. You know, your house worth $200,000-$300,000, but then they go and start doing gentrification, and they build a big ass house next to your house, and this house is worth like $5 million. Guess what happens to your house? The property value raises just because you next to a $5 million house. The same thing could be said for these subnets, which I've been crying to you guys. Literally, Shoots was $5-6 million market cap when we started talking about subnets. It's now the first $100 million runner and many to come. And it literally is only going to take you guys 48 hours to research less than 100 subnets. So just go to virtuals and see how much tokens they got and how much research you would have to do. You don't even got to do enough research. And these are real developers, because you got to pay like $30,000 or something crazy to even get your subnet listed. You can't make a subnet for $2 like Pump.Fun. You got to pay like $30K or something crazy to even have a subnet. This is the premier AI platform. Of course, there's going to be risk. It's not as fast as Solana. It still needs work. It's still kind of clunky. I'm there. Like I'm pulling out cons and pros. But if you're looking at something that could potentially spawn the next Amazon or the next Google, TAO, D-TAO, baby, D-TAO. And it's already starting to get a lot of eyes on it. I also got some other AI plays that I shared in the Patreon and also in the J5 Council that are very, 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 very hot. Now, let's talk about another AI play that and you see I still got Keto on there if we ever show me Keto. Let's talk about another AI play that allows you to seamlessly build and code anything you want to use using AI, right? Most of these coding platforms don't have a token. This one does. I was screaming about ACLH right here at about a $20-$30 million market cap. Let me pull up the market cap. Where was it at? All right. I was screaming ACLH right around here, $20-$30 million market cap. Like when it had that little pump, I'm like, yeah, guys, ACLH, go look at the streams, go look in the council. I done posted ACLH so many times, and I told you guys exactly the lore. Now it's at 150 million. So quietly, we are starting to see things run, but this is what happens. Everybody is so focused on Ethereum. Ethereum didn't run yet, Millie. It didn't run, so we ain't having altcoin season. And then you just not even paying no attention to things that are running. I'm telling you again, Pythia. If you're not big on AXGT because it's listed on Ethereum, the next decentralized AI play is Pythia. It had its 80% drop. It's now had its 50-day accumulation. I'm not about to keep saying the same things because then y'all gonna think I'm shilling. It's what's this? How many days? It's had its 50-day accumulation. That's what you look for. You look for the 70, 80% drop, then you look for 2 months of accumulation. It checks off all my fucking boxes. But everybody gonna say, oh, altcoin season, I didn't make no money. I share ACLH with y'all when it was 20, 30 million. I've been sharing subnets 20X's ago. So I don't want to hear no complaining. I don't want to hear no complaining if you holding ERC20 tokens and you mad because your ERC20 tokens ain't go up. I don't want to hear no complaining. Try something new, man. I don't want to hear no complaining. And then when this shit pump and everybody hop in at the top and it crash, I don't want to hear no complaining in there anyway. I don't want to hear no complaining because that's what y'all do. Y'all wait till it just go all the way the fuck up. There, everybody hop in. Oh, Millie talked about it. It's up. It's up. Millie was talking about this shit 3 months ago. And then y'all hop in once a big green dildo hop in. I don't want to hear no complaining when I start dumping my tokens because I'm taking my profits. So I don't want to hear no complaining because you want to chill or you ain't subscribed to Hustle over Hopium and you ain't got no money to buy the dip. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And when people bring up Max token, oh, Max dumb. Yeah, Max went from 6 million to 150. If you sat there and watched it and decided to buy at 100 million, and now you mad it's at 3 million, who fault that is? That ain't the KOL's fault. So while we all focusing on Bitcoin dominance ain't going down, this is the problem. This is what happens. Everybody watching Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum and missing the whole fucking point of crypto. I don't want to hear nothing, man. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all keep holding the same tokens, fine. That's your portfolio. But start your research, man. Start your research now. It don't got to be none of the tokens I'm talking about. Just simple start your research. I ain't trying to hear nothing. I promise you I ain't trying to hear nothing. Man, I wish I could get to Dubai, but I didn't make it, bro. I didn't make it out the trenches. Yeah, ICP, yeah, there are altcoins, and there are utility coins. TradFi is flipping tokenization. It's just begun. Card is going on chain start. Yeah, everything is flipping to tokenization. What I love about crypto is the worst coin meme can pump utility. Just saying. Yeah, I mean anything can pump in crypto. Look at what the RIP to the Pope. I mean, everybody started making Pope coins. Like it just doesn't. There's no secret sauce to this, guys. Bitcoin has never seen a recession. Keep an open mind both ways. Oh man, guys, I don't know what we're talking about here. That's just like we talked about that five live streams ago. Bitcoin never seen 2008. Guys, do you truly believe we're going into 2008, man? 100 days into a new president, maybe the latter years of his term, maybe 2 years down the line, but the whole Bitcoin never seen 2008. I just can't get with that. I mean, yeah, that's just too bearish. That's just too bearish, man. That's just too bearish. Like it's okay to like be bearish short term, but like the whole Bitcoin never seen a recession. Guys, come on. How many things that have we seen Bitcoin go through since you guys been following Bitcoin? Like how many things have y'all seen Bitcoin go through? Literally. Look at the from the inception of Bitcoin, right? We didn't even been through tariffs before, right? We've been through 2020 COVID. We've been through they shutting down the world. We've been through all type of Mount Gox. We've been through FTX. We've been through all of that. So now it's like Bitcoin will never Bitcoin never been through a recession, bro. All you got to do is just look at gold, man. Gold done went through all the shit that Bitcoin about to go through, and where is gold at? I mean, if y'all sitting here saying Bitcoin is gold, and gold done went through all of that, now I got a question. Do y'all truly believe is Bitcoin gold? Do y'all truly believe Bitcoin is gold? Because if y'all truly believe Bitcoin is digital gold, what do we know from gold? Gold done been through whatever you can throw at it, gold done been through it. And gold is right now sitting at an all-time high. I should just drop the mic there. Because if this is the new age gold, and gold done been through every gold and its clunkiness and all the shit gold done been through, still sitting at an all-time high. It's hard for me to believe Bitcoin is going to crash to 10K because we go in a recession. Oh, I can't believe that, man. No matter how bearish I get, I can never believe nothing like that. I don't even see that happening. I'm sorry. And I already got a bag of ICP. I'm glad people starting to get involved. Don't buy Z-Me. Yeah, but you know, if they can get out of that selling pressure, they could be good. But a lot of people not paying attention to what ICP truly is. It's literally a new version of the internet. It's the internet, right? But more decentralized, right? So people don't understand. They still using like Google and all these web explorers. They don't understand that ICP is literally its own internet. Like you literally on that. You're surfing the when you're on ICP, you're surfing the web. It's an internet. It's internet. I've been holding ICP for a long time. Not financial right. I see a discount. It is so far all down. I'm down 7x on ICP. Yeah, Tao did pump, man. Let them know. I wish Michael Saylor would have pumped my damn ETH bag. No, I'm just saying, guys. Like, I mean, I think what's the guy's name? I think Mike. What he's just saying. Salute to my guy. I forgot his name. Crypto Pumper. He said that last time he came through in the Crypto Piper. He said the last time he came on the stream, he was like, Bitcoin never seen 2008. Okay, Bitcoin never seen 2008, but gold did. So if gold made it, why would I think Bitcoin was not going to make it? The only thing I can see reason Bitcoin not making it is if quantum computers wake up and AI wakes up and it's just like they just go hack the hell out of Bitcoin and now everybody loses their Bitcoin. Or Satoshi comes back and says I'm ready to sell and then he just dumps everything, right? I mean, or Michael Saylor gets liquidated, but I mean, if Michael Saylor gets liquidated, is that going to be the end of crypto? No, people are just going to buy the dip. They're going to buy the dip. It's been too institutionalized at this point. You got ETFs, you got the president, you got every country, you got states already saying, hey, we're approving Bitcoin on our balance sheets. No, you guys getting a little too bearish. I'm not saying I'm bullish, but I got a little bit of euphoria. I don't think I'm bearish, but I'm not as bearish as some of y'all. I think some of y'all are really, really bearish. Like y'all are really, really like hoping like the worst happens, which is fine because if the worst happens, we can buy more crypto. I'm all for that. But I don't know, man. You know, the whole Bitcoin never seen 2008 thing. I just can't. I just can't get with that. Ethereum will be fine. It's been chopping for months, so the next leg up will be violent. People ain't ready for that. Yeah, I mean, ETH is also has an ETF, guys. Ethereum has an ETF. Liquidating Michael Saylor sounds good. Bitcoin getting hacked will be an economic catastrophe. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at these quantum computers like, bro, quantum computers might be the one to hack the hell out of us, right? You know what I'm saying? That sounds a little bit more realistic than Bitcoin crashing because of 2008 type of thing. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Will people flock to BTC as a safe haven? Like, will it truly be a hedge against inflation? Isn't that what it was made for? It was made to be this hedge against those type of crashes. That's what Bitcoin was made for, I thought. Now, altcoins going through that now. If you want to say altcoins never seen a recession, now that shit'll get ugly, Mike. Like Mike, if we talking altcoins, oh, it's gonna get ugly. Maybe not so bad for Bitcoin, but altcoins going through a 2008 recession, oh, we are fucked. It's over with. We going to zero. Like some of these altcoins going to zero and they never coming back. So like if altcoins go through 2008, yo, we are done. We are cooked. Sour freaking Naro. Send it to zero. Grab your penny cup and ask for pennies on the side of the road because altcoins are cooked if we go through a recession. Bitcoin, I got a little bit more faith in. Altcoins, bruh, it's over with. Bitcoin gets cracked. That's gonna be juicy dip to buy. Yeah, man, it sure is. I think I got bit by a spider, dog. Well, altcoins, I feel sorry for altcoins if altcoins get a recession, bro. I feel sorry for my portfolio. If we go in a recession for altcoins, shit. You know what I'm saying? So and even stable coins, right? Like that's my fear, right? And like Mike has a point, right? He has a point. Him and Crypto Piper, Army Piper, salute to my boy Army Piper. They got a point when they say that. But I think the pain will be speaking more into altcoins crashing and maybe a stable coin getting depegged. And that's when it'll affect Bitcoin, right? I don't think the altcoins really affect Bitcoin, but a stable coin, if we go into recession and USDT or USDC depegs, because technically Bitcoin already been through 2 quarters of a recession. I don't know if it was either 2023, I think it was 2023. Bitcoin been through 2 quarters, its first 2 quarters of a recession, based on the definition of recession, right? And we went through that. And then we pumped right afterwards, right? But the thing is, when all that stuff was happening, stable coins was capitulating, banks was capitulating. Literally, banks was going to zero. Silicon Valley was going to zero. And then we had like 2 or 3 stable coins that went to zero. That would kill crypto more than Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin would be the one that still lives and still here, and everybody probably be like, I'm done with everything except Bitcoin. But if we go into recession, I can see altcoins getting cooked. I can see banks getting cooked. I can see Silicon Valley getting cooked, and I can see stable coins. Some major stable coin getting depegged, or maybe some exchange going insolvent. But I have faith that Bitcoin will make it out of recession. But not that other shit. I'm with you on that, Mike, and not that other stuff. Speaking of quantum computers, would quantum computers be the narrative for the next cycle? I think there's one that's really pretty good, chat, that I often do keep an eye on. Look at that daily candle for BTC. It's getting stronger, chat. It's getting stronger. It's getting stronger, baby. All right, so the one that I pay attention to is this here, Quan X. So I'll put this on the weekly chart for you guys. We just got a buy signal on Quan X too, by the way. Never mind, that was in February. My fault. But yeah, when the whole when every time the quantum computing narrative comes around, this token right here pumps. Let's see if I can find the Quan X crypto. Yeah, every time that compute narrative comes around, this token right here pumps, man. So this is the #1 token in the quantum computing narrative. So if you want to add this to your watch list, this is the sauce. The #1 token in the quantum computing narrative is Quan X. They've already been blessed by institutions. I think there's some countries that's behind it and all type of stuff. Quan X here. Very, very, very solid chart. Not much volatility, but when that narrative cooks, this will be the top performer. It's called Quan X, guys. So make sure you add this to your watch list here. I got to follow the people that I've been following. Quantum resistant layer 1 hybrid blockchain. Code smart contracts in any language, right? So let's say the quantum resistance narrative come around and people start wanting to do token creation on something that's quantum resistant. This would be the #1 chain, Quan X. Come on, man. We got a cooker for everything. We got a cooker for everything, man. We got a cooker for every narrative. You want a cooker for every narrative? Millie got one. Millie got a cooker for every narrative. Quan X. Put it on your watch list. Damn, it's in the top 500. That's crazy. I thought it would be higher market cap than that. That's the best strategy to have Ross good on you. It was Deep Seek News, China AI that first cooked the market, then Trump compounded sentiment. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And Deep Seek, yeah, that was down 1,000 fucking points. What? Yeah, man. This might be this. This is a good chance that this either this either a fake out or the greatest decoupling of all time. Oh my god. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's bro. How is altcoins doing good today? Okay, I'm about to say, let's go to the hour. You can see some of that shit about to come back, bro. Because ain't no way stocks getting crushed like that and altcoins coming like this. No way. No. So anybody who's watching my stream and think that I'm inciting that we back, no, we're not back. We're nowhere near back. I want to make that clear. We're not back. We are not back. Okay? We are not in altcoin season. Okay? Drop it. We are not back. My bad. I got distracted by my Twitter. All right, let's get into some of these comments, see what y'all got going on. We got 42 people in here. SPX down, Bitcoin is up. GG's. The mythical, the greatest decoupling of all time, Rajan. Bro, is it right? The greatest decoupling of all time. Guys, do y'all truly believe that? I could sell my car and go all in on Tesla? Man, Tesla. I bet Tesla's looking good right now. Hold on, let's check it out, chat. Let's check it out, bro. Tesla. Man, stocks is the play right now. Fuck the crypto dip. We need to be buying stock dip right now. Stocks is the play. Is crypto telling us that this is a fake? So, chat. All right, we got to do a poll. All right, what is more likely? This being a stock bear trap or a crypto bull trap? Let's do a poll. All right. Um. All right. What do y'all think is happening here? Let's see, poll. Let's see how bearish y'all are. I know y'all is bearish. Y'all some bears. What's more likely? Is this a crypto bull trap or a stock bear trap? Let's go. I need everybody that's watching the stream to vote right now. Crypto bull trap, stock bear trap. Bring them in. Bring in the votes. Let's go. Let's go. Which one is it? Votes is up. Crypto bull trap, stock bear trap. Stock bear trap, crypto bull trap. Come on now. Come on now. Let me see. Let me see what y'all thinking. Let me see what's in y'all mind right now. Because I said what I was going. I said what I said. Now let me see how y'all thinking. Stock bear trap? Oh shit, the stock. Hey, the Bulls is in here today, bro. The Bulls is in here today. That's me. Drop it. Hey Casey, how you know I was looking at my ex and I got confused, bro. My bad. I knew it was you, but then the profile pic, I was like, ah, damn, drop it. That's Casey right there. What's up, Casey? Only the couple I'll have a big bag of PTGC and Pepe. Yeah, man. AOKG was trying to explain post chain to me, but I don't know, man. Bitcoin dominant 65%. Nothing to see here. Right. So let me ask you a question, Hall of Fame. Let me ask you a question. So if the Bitcoin dominance, so what happens if the BTC dominance just falls off from here, right? It's at 65% and it's severely overbought. Literally, it's at 100 with no volume coming in. So let me ask you this, right? So what happens if the Bitcoin dominance does this right here? Falls off and we get a little bit of a correction on Bitcoin dominance. It's not going to be altcoin season for sure. That's true. But we will get a little bit of relief rally. Now, the problem is that the stock market is getting absolutely crushed. So anybody who is saying this is altcoin season, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back, and all that extra shit, guys. The title is clickbait. Let's make that clear for any new people that's coming in. I'm not screaming altcoin season. In fact, I believe that this could be a crypto bull trap. That's my thing. I think it's a crypto bull trap. Only because what's happening in the macro, but I don't think it's a bull trap that's going to crush us. I think it's going to be a quick liquidity trap. Once stocks start going back up and this Bitcoin dominance goes down, we'll have more altcoin relief. I just don't see, I just don't think that this is like, oh, doom and gloom here, right? Well, Millie, why you don't think it's doom and gloom? Because the Bitcoin dominance is not only getting exhausted, but we finally have the DXY below 100, right? Does it stay there? Who knows? It's really, really oversold right now, but it's a start. So let's go to the total cryptocurrency market cap here. Let's go to the total cryptocurrency market cap. Ooh, we got our first buy signal on the total cryptocurrency market cap. So right now, signal is telling us that we need to be buying crypto, that this is a bottom, right? Let me throw something else on here. I want to see. I'm waiting for the ultimate RSI to give me that cross, right? We need an ultimate RSI cross for me to get a little bit excited. But that buy signal got me a little. This is the total cryptocurrency market cap, by the way, chat. Total. Let's go here. And guys, like I said, there is no right or wrong. Like, we have our opinions, and that's all it is. It's just opinions. All right, we didn't get a bottom signal print just yet. We didn't get a bottom signal print just yet. Like, we got that bottom signal print here. All right, and then we got that top signal print here. We didn't get one yet. It's probably waiting for the moving averages to tighten up a little bit. But we are close. We're close. Now, volume is not as, it's not as high as it was 3 weeks ago, but I mean, that's another thing, right? That's why I'm a little bit suspect, because we need to see that volume being cranked up to the max, right? We need that volume being cranked up a little bit more. And I want to make it clear. Salute to my boy Mike, man. Because like I said, it's no right or wrong answer to none of this, guys. No one knows, right? We don't know. We all are speculating. A lot of crypto is based off speculation. But yeah, bro, I gotta go to the gym. I'm about to go to the gym. So yeah, let's see here. Let's get in the last little bit of these comments and see what we got going on here. Let me drop it. To be honest, I think Tesla, Nvidia, Google, and Apple could drop. You think it could drop some more, Shiba? All right, hold on. Let me look at the So most are saying this is a stock bear trap, right? 54%, and then you got some people saying crypto bull trap. Don't meme coins usually lead to altcoin season, or is it the OG tokens that lead to altcoin season? It's Ethereum. Ethereum leads altcoin season. It's the mix of Bitcoin dominance capitulation below 50%, and Ethereum leading altcoin season, meaning Ethereum hitting an all-time high and entering price discovery. Once Ethereum hits price discovery, you literally got a 1 week or 2 week to like really start placing your bets before you start to see everything start running. The problem is, are we basing altcoin season now off Ethereum, the typical definition, or are we saying, or we're using Solana? Because Solana has been looking really strong. We ain't back until ETH reaches 4K. Yeah, so Hall of Fame is subscribing to the old-fashioned altcoin season definition. ETH has to hit enter price discovery, which is everybody's opinion. Smash the like. 18 Elon, when it does 8x, I'm selling 98%. I don't blame you. We had a death cross recently. Golden cross follows a death cross. Just be patient. Uh-huh. A little drop in stocks. Yeah, stocks are going down. That's why a lot of people are calling this a bull trap, because they like, how is crypto altcoins going up in the green when the stock market is getting absolutely destroyed? Why is this happening, Millie? We can't be back, and I get it, right? And like I said earlier in the stream, you always like I'm gonna pull up this comment. You're always gonna have these people right here, like Hall of Fame, that think like altcoin season needs ETH to hit 4K, right? And literally, I didn't show y'all like three 10x's on this stream. I showed y'all multiple 10x's within Tau subnet just alone. Then I showed y'all ALCH, which just did a like a 10x something crazy, like a 12x. So I think a lot of people need to ignore this whole ETH needs to reach 4K. Like if you really think ETH needs to reach 4K for you to make money in crypto, I really feel bad for you. I really feel so sad for you. So fucking sad. Like guys, that whole ETH needs to hit 4K for you to make money in crypto is probably like the worst mindset of all time. And it's why a lot of people have been missing out on their blessings in crypto because they keep thinking ETH has to hit all ETH. If ETH is, we're not back unless ETH hits all time high. We're not back unless ETH hits all time. We're not back. We're not back. We're not back unless ETH hits all time high. Meanwhile, all type of tokens is doing numbers right a fucking around you, and you just waiting for ETH to hit an all time high. And then you done missed the whole fucking move because you still waiting for ETH to hit an all time high. Keep on waiting. You're gonna turn into the skeleton sitting on that damn bench, looking like what happened? 4 years passed. What happened, Millie? Shit, I was waiting for ETH to hit an all time high. It never happened. Damn, and you got like four 10x's? I should have been paying attention. Yeah, you should have been fucking paying attention, but you was worrying about whether ETH was about to hit an all-time high. Crypto Princess, I might be out there. I'm already getting my ticket and everything. I'm buying my ticket like a month in advance. I'm gonna come out to Vegas. I'm gonna come out to Vegas. What's up with Crypto Princess? Feel bad for anybody waiting on ETH to hit an all-time high. Oh, bro, if I'm waiting on ETH to hit an all-time high, I'm just gonna turn into that skeleton. I'm just turn into the skeleton on the chair. I'm just tell it to the skeleton on the chair. Uh, uh, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. It's so funny. Oh man. Everybody waiting for ETH to get off. Oh, oh, bro, I'm about to be sitting there like this, bro. I gotta post that. I gotta post that. I'm posting that on my Twitter, guys. I'm about to troll, bro. I can't take it no more. Man, Hall of Fame always help me with some content, bro. Every time he come in here. I gotta post this for the Bears. This how some of y'all about to be right here. While ecosystems and all type of shit running past y'all. This what y'all. It's y'all right here. It's y'all right here. Like Millie had to post this for all the ETH people waiting on ETH. There you go. Go follow me on X. This y'all right here waiting for ETH to hit an all-time high for altcoin season. Meanwhile, it's gonna be so many tokens that did a 10x, 15x, 100. It's always gonna be a runner everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be a runner. And it don't gotta be meme coins. I want to make it clear. I'm not saying it has to be a meme coin or Solana. It might be an AI token that's launched on Base. There's been a lot of Base tokens that's been cooking as of late. Nobody paying attention to them. I just shared two in the council. and on the Patreon. It's probably gonna be an AI token somewhere, a chain that pop up or somewhere, maybe a meme, a gaming. It's gonna be something, and a lot of people gonna miss it because they gonna be sitting at that damn window waiting for ETH to hit an all time high, and I just you know I think, yeah, cheers, wait for this crypto market to break up or down. This is limbo. It's in limbo. I don't know, man. It's not in limbo. It's not in limbo if you holding Tau subnets. It's not in limbo if you holding ALCH. It's not in limbo if you got some tokens that's actually moving. Like, do y'all ever think about that? Like, oh man, the market is going sideways. I don't have to sell my crypto, but at least let me hop into something that's at least performing well, so I can feel good about my portfolio. So I don't gotta be always negative. I can be like, oh man, yeah, altcoins haven't been running, but I got two or three runners in my portfolio right now that's cooking up 5X's. You know what I mean? I got two or three tokens in my portfolio right now that's cooking up. It's always something cooking up in crypto. So I'm gonna let y'all sit at that window and wait for ETH to hit an all-time high. Man, we still bullish, bro. We still bullish, bro. Bitcoin is still above the Gossen channel, way above it, and above the 50-day movement. We are still, Bitcoin is still bullish. Altcoins need help. Yes, altcoins need help, but there are some winners. Waiting for ETH to reach an all-time high is like that's exactly what it is, right? That's exactly what it is. Like everybody riding past your ass, and you still talking about altcoin season is running, but I'm seeing altcoins run past y'all, and you still waiting for ETH. Where ETH at, bro? Where the hell ETH that? You. Where is ETH? Where is ETH? Doja Lamar is finna blow people's minds. All right, we got the ultimate shiller in here. We got the greatest shiller of Doja Lamar of all time. It hit home so hard just now. Got to bring up the chart. We got the greatest shiller of all time. The greatest meme coin in the history of meme coins. The greatest Elon meme coin in NFL history. Elon token. Let's see if we got a buy signal, Elon. Nope, not yet. But it is holding our red box, right? You don't want Elon to break like this structure, like the structure of Inception. I call this the structure of Inception because we've never seen the Elon token ever come test to this structure till now. And now we're here, right? This thing is in the downtrend. This thing has been peaking at adding another zero, but it's been holding strong. And the community still has that resolve that you want to see from communities. I don't know. I haven't been seeing as much Elon videos on YouTube as of lately, but maybe they just shadow ban because I don't follow the people no more. But yeah, as long as Elon can hold this rectangular box here as support and not turn it into resistance like it's trying to do, you got some hope. But man, oh man, man, oh man. But as an investor, if you're looking at it like an investor, come on, guys, I lose money all the time, right? I got fucking blueberry token, almost round trip my whole bag because I thought it was the next peanut. So like, we all make mistakes, right? We all lose money. It is what it is. But yeah, this thing right here is retesting inception structure. If it can turn this structure back to the support, that's a step in the right direction. But we got a while to go until this gets back bullish. You could start by getting back above the moving averages, which is about 6018. If you can get back above 6018, you got to start. You got to start. We got 48 people here. 49 is ringing it up, baby. Hold on, y'all want the skeleton back? Okay, let me get for the ETH people. Here you go. Sitting there waiting for ETH to hit all-time high. I know it feel bad. Sitting there looking out the window. My tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why I was holding Ethereum at all. Bro, it's not DJing, bro. It's not DJing. It's not DJing. It's not no DJing, bro. And then I never even said this was an altcoin season rally. I mean, obviously you can't comprehend because I sat here and said that this is a clickbait title and that this is more likely a bull trap opposed to a bear trap. I also gave 3 points and a major breakdown in the beginning of the stream on how this could possibly be a 350-day correction. So if you just hopping in the stream and you don't know what the fuck you talking about, maybe you should just go rewind the stream and listen. Because then you would have had a better idea of how to come in here popping off. Right? So yeah, some Degen token. What's a Degen token? What's a Degen token? What's a Degen token? What's considered a Degen token? A cryptocurrency going from 30 million to 150 million? This is not a Degen token. What are you talking about? That's not a Degen token. That's understanding what narratives is popping without in the market. That's not a Degen token. The fuck out of here. This token right here. Go check the stream when I told you originally about this token. 20 million. I didn't set this token like 2 or 3 times on stream. This thing just went from 30 million to 150 million. You waiting for Ethereum to hit. You waiting for Ethereum to hit 4K. Don't be mad because you waiting for Ethereum to hit 4K and there's tokens daily doing this. Daily, there's tokens on. It don't got to be a Degen token. It could be on Base. It could be Solana. It could be XCN. It could be goddamn any token. It don't even got to be a Degen token. We seen XCN run like 4-5x. And you coming here talking about something, we got to wait on ETH to hit 4K. That shit is cap, man. That shit is cap. I'm tired of hearing people say that stupid ass shit. I'm tired of it. We ain't got to wait for ETH to wait 4K. Only people that's waiting for ETH to wait 4K is mad people that's holding 2021 tokens that don't understand how to let fucking go. If you are a hoarder, you know what I'm saying? You buy some shit and you ain't using it, take that shit to the pawn shop. But no, give it away to one of your little jits. But no, here's motherfuckers. They grab stuff and they want to put everything in the room. Room already packed, but you don't want to get rid of it because you just want to hold on to something. Oh, I got me, brings me memories. Man, let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go. I watch people make bands daily in crypto, bro. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, everything is so bearish and cry and be dooming and glooming with y'all. Not happening. Let that shit go. You win, you lose. Let it go. Stop waiting on Ethereum. Ethereum ain't worrying about you. And crypto ain't waiting on Ethereum. That's the biggest hoax in crypto, that we need Ethereum to make money in crypto. That shit is cap, man. Cap. Stop getting on my stream capping. Big fucking cap, man. The hell wrong with this guy? And I still got nothing but love for you, Hall of Fame, but you already know how I'm coming on my stream, bro. You already know how I'm coming. Don't take it personal. It's not personal. It's just business. We ain't got to wait on Ethereum. Go do you some research. Grind. Go join you some groups where some shit happening. Get you some motion and make you some money on things that are making money. You ain't got to wait for Ethereum to make money in crypto. Anybody who's saying that is cap. Big cap. All cap. All cap. Go check the timestamps when I told you guys to get into Tau subnets. The same people told y'all to get into virtuals tokens. No one listened. Everybody ran and waited on ETH. Meanwhile, we got 3 subnets right now that's over 10x. So yeah, I'm cool. I'm excited. Because it's not like it ain't like I'm just insider. I ain't insider. I told everybody about it. ETH don't gotta go to 4K for you to make money in crypto. That is cap. Cap. And I'm a living witness and telling you, that's cap. Stop listening to these people that's feeding you that, man. I mean, you know, Degen is a good one. That was the crypto that got me watching your channel. Which one, Casey? Answer investors, OM rack facts. These tokens are running without ETH. I wouldn't wait on ETH for nothing. That's what I'm saying. That shit is cap, man. All that I gotta keep ETH gotta make it. That's cap. That shit is cap, bro. Cap. Go listen to these youngest making them kick streams. Killing it right now. And it ain't got all nothing to do with meme coins. You ain't got to buy a DJ meme coin on Pump Fund to make no money in crypto. There's a whole bunch of ways to make money in crypto. That's why it's crypto. It's called decentralized finance for a reason. DeFi is everywhere. It's everywhere. Stop talking cap, man. Some big soup on the Wall Street gave Ethereum the thumbs down about a year ago. Casey. Elon? You said that's why you started watching my channel, Elon? Okay. Do you hold any Elon? I don't even remember when the last time I made an Elon video. But salute to the Elon community. Cap, bro. Damn, man. Like look, I agree. The definition of altcoin season is ETH entering price discovery, Bitcoin dominance capitulating. But things change. What if Ethereum is, I hate to say this, but what if Ethereum is MySpace? What if Ethereum is Facebook? Like, there's people right now that saying Facebook is ass. Like, Facebook is going to die, is going to zero because it's the worst platform right now for social media. Nobody really even likes Facebook. It's like the only people that like Facebook is old people that don't know how to use anything else. That's how y'all be sounding. Y'all sound like Facebook users. Anybody that hop in here talking about Ethereum is a Facebook user. Got to be a Facebook user. Y'all act like Facebook users. I had to tell my girl, I said, why are you on Facebook so much? Facebook is ass, bro. No matter what Facebook try to do, they still can't keep up with nothing. They ass, bro. They not with X. They not with YouTube. TikTok. They can't keep up with it. It still look old. Don't say we love Facebook, but it's like old and played out. That's what ETH is. ETH. What is ETH? What if ETH is MySpace? You spend most of your time still on MySpace, bro? Nobody fucking using MySpace, man. So what if ETH is Yahoo Mail? Nobody use Yahoo Mail, bruh. People use Gmail and everything else, Hotmail. No one using Yahoo. Y'all so stuck on Yahoo and Facebook and MySpace. It just blows my mind. You ever look? I used to knock on doors, and you know what them people used to say? They used to be like, I'd be like, I need your email so I can send them, so I can send you an invoice, right? They'd be like, oh, you gonna think I'm old? I still use Yahoo. Yeah, what the fuck you still using Yahoo for? What? What are you using Yahoo for, bro? Why are y'all waiting for Ethereum to make money in crypto? Look, everybody in here, I hate Facebook. Waiting on ETH is the laziest way to make money. It is, bro. You're going to be waiting forever for altcoin season because you're going by a definition that's outdated. No one will realize that until multiple coins continue to run past you because you keep going on an outdated definition of altcoin season. Guys, it's outdated. That doesn't mean ETH is bad or ETH won't run. The definition of altcoin season is outdated. Bitcoin has ETFs now. ETH has competitors, Solana. Real people in crypto is not waiting on ETH to make money, man. Dr. Shiba just made my point. He says most of his alts are mostly in ETH from last market. That's the problem. Guys, wake up, try something new. Make you some new money. Keep your little ETH altcoin homies. If they pump, they pump. But move on. Take some of that new money. This doesn't mean you got to sell your tokens. Not financial, you don't got to sell your tokens. Take some of that new money you make in Dr. Shiba and open your mindset, bro. Go use Solana. Go use Tau. Go use XRP. Go try something new. Go try a new ecosystem and you'll see why ETH is the way it is. Go to Solana and see how easy it is to use Solana perps to do things on Solana, how fast it is. It doesn't have to be meme coins. Solana has way more stuff on it than meme coins, but that's what everybody focuses on, the meme coins. Go to Solana, go use Tau, Buy you a subnet and just hold it and be like, damn, I could have been holding subnets for the last 2 months and I would be 10x on some of my plays. I'm literally 6, 7 X up on. I just accumulated so much Tau just for holding Tau subnets that I've been begging you guys to take a look at and go listen. Every time I drop a Tau subnet video, y'all be like, Tau is cooking, but I still haven't done my research. Millie, what you waiting on? You waiting on ETH? What the ETH? And my soldier boy, but bro, that narrative is outdated. The only people that post the ETH narrative is the old influencers like Carl the Moon, Alex Becker. I be seeing them on crypto Twitter trying to post that ETH narrative. Man, ain't nobody listening to that shit, bro. Ain't nobody waiting on ETH. Nobody's waiting on ETH. Damn, bro. Kevin said, I'm 47, bro. Ain't nobody changing my ETH. But that's what I'm saying. As an investor, we cannot have these hoarder mentality. Like, okay, if you want to have diamond hands and be a hoarder, understand it may take a little time. Understand you may go through a little pain. Understand you may watch the greatest invention run past your ass because you want to hoard and you want to just be locked into something that maybe is dead. So have an open mind in crypto. Why we got to be so territorial? It's 1 million coins. It's a whole bunch of ecosystems that's cooking up stuff right now. Great developers, builders, communities. It's nothing on Sunday, on your day off, to say, hey, I'm going to dedicate 2 hours of my day off to research another ecosystem. Let me see what Millie is talking about. The fuck, like AOKG, whether he liked the trenches or not, he said, hey, I want to take a day off and I want to dedicate to these trenches to see what's going on in these trenches because I can't take no one's elf where I need to apply myself and see how this trenches is. And then you be the judge if you like it or not. Oh, it's for me, or if it's not for you. But that's okay. At least you went and did the research. At least you tried to use the ecosystem. At least you tried, man. A lot of y'all just watch YouTube and just think like, oh, the altcoin season definition is because Ben Cowan said that. Bro, that shit outdated. That shit is so outdated, man. Notice ain't nobody giving a shit about stable coins or ADA. Man, bro, that's like holding for Cardano and wishing that and still saying Cardano is going to be the Ethereum killer. That's like saying Cardano is the Ethereum killer when we know it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen, man. Solana ain't doing good. Solana ain't doing good. What? Oh, bro, Solana is doing really well. I don't know what type of world you live in. Solana is doing really well. Solana is the ecosystem that has the most volume in crypto. What are you talking about? What do y'all Solana literally has the most volume as an ecosystem, as a layer one. It's the most sought after layer one. Bro, you go talk to a Bitcoin maxi right now, the only 3 tokens that excite them are Bitcoin, Tau, and Solana. There's multiple Bitcoin maxis right now. Go to Rob Powell's channel. He's a maxi. He's talking about Tau and Solana. Freddy Cougar on crypto Twitter. He's a Bitcoin maxi, and the only tokens he's open to is Tau and Solana. Bro, Solana is cooking. It's not even close. Solana is cooking. And it's cooking way more than Ethereum. It's cooking way more than Bro, look, H-bar, that's my baby. That's my baby. But they ain't figure it out yet. They ain't figure it out yet. They ain't figure it how to get retail yet. They got institutions. They got the enterprises locked in. They got the connections. They got the entities. They got BlackRock behind them. But they ain't figure out how to onboard retail. That's the biggest knock on H-bar. They need to figure out how to onboard retail. Once they figure out how to onboard retail, H-bar is going to fly. It has the backing behind it. But they haven't figured out how to onboard retail. And until they figure out how to onboard retail, and until those token lockups start suppressing the price, H-bar will continue to perform like a stable coin. And I'm an H-bar guy telling you this. They need to figure out retail. So, am I going to sit here and just hold H-bar and wait for H-bar to figure it out? Hell no. I'll hold my H-bar, forget about it, and say, hey, when I get some new money, I'm going to go explore. If I didn't learn anything from Jerry Bansfield and his ICP shilling, I learned the most important thing. You don't have conviction in a cryptocurrency unless you're able to go into that ecosystem and be fully deployed in that ecosystem. Like how I am with Tao, how he is with ICP. Like I'm all through Tao ecosystem. I do research on subnets daily. I just dropped a hit piece in the Patreon on subnet 56, which was Gradients, which I share with you guys. Mike said all his money going to Tao. He get the bigger picture. AI is going to be AI regardless if crypto is going to be crypto. So AI is AI. H-bar has an ETF out. Yeah, I'm not against H-bar, bro. I don't want you to think I'm bearish on H-bar. I'm an H-barbarian by heart. I've been talking about H-bar for 3 years. But I understand the pros and the cons. Until we wake up and we be like, there's pros and cons, we'll struggle with our investment strategies because we become biased. We can't be biased. How do I find my Patreon? Hold on, let me drop the link in the chat for you. I just dropped a couple hit pieces in the Patreon as of late. Let me find it for you guys. Damn, man. I'm just trying to help, bro. I don't know everything. I promise you I don't. But I'm sitting here and I'm in crypto 16 hours out of my day. And you know, I'm just saying, nobody cares about Ethereum, bro. Only people that care about Ethereum is like this. Nobody. Why did he remove me from the scene, bro? That's how they did me. Come on, bring my camera back. I'm back, chat. I went crazy. I've been going crazy all day. I've been going crazy all day. Appreciate everybody that's over here. I appreciate you guys. We've been going crazy all day. Yeah, fake out for sure. Fake out for sure. Fake out for sure. There goes the Patreon. Right there. Skeleton pick for. I was just saying. Salute to the Ethereum users that are mad at everybody else when they cryptos go up and ETH doesn't go up. They get mad at everybody else and they blame Ethereum for the reason why their coin's not going up. RIP to those people. Even the Pope got delisted. You know what? Dr. Sheba, bye. Bye, Dr. Sheba. Jerry guys, bro. I don't judge anybody in crypto. There's a lot of corny beer. If you ain't crypto guy, you gotta think about it. We lame. It's like the people that's not lame that's in crypto. They coming into crypto now. They going straight to pump fund, bro. We lame, bro. We lame, boring. We buy utility tokens. Oh, Jerry, let Jerry be Jerry. Not mad at Jerry. Jerry does his thing, right? He raps and all type of stuff. But hey, he has a lot of confidence. I will say that. But I'm just talking about what I learned from him. Right? Because you can learn from anybody. You can learn something from somebody that's homeless, right? They might say, You could be the star of the hour if you make every minute count. You know, you ever walk past a homeless person, they give you a good thought, you'd be like, they put out their coin, they be like, hey, I just want to tell you this. You can be the star of the hour if you make every minute count. You like, damn, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can learn from any and everybody. You know, let's not judge people. We can learn from anybody. How many late to the stream did you cause this big call? Nah, it's a fake out. It's a fake out. It's a fake out. We're going down. ETH is going to $200. Bitcoin is going to 12K, and Solana is going to $8. It's over with. It's over. It's over. And then we just forced to sit at the window, like this guy right here, and think about what could have happened because we waited for ETH to hit all time highs. We didn't pivot. We didn't do any research. We just bought 2017 coins, and we said all we got to do is wait for ETH to hit all time high, and it never hit all time high. And guess what? Our coins never pumped. Well, some of you guys' coins never pumped, and some of my coins didn't pump either. But look. This is what we did, right? We bought all 2017 coins, and we said we about to be crypto millionaires as long as ETH hits all time high, right? And now I'm sitting there at the window, and ETH never hit an all time high, and I've been sitting here for 60 years, bro. I'm literally at my end, and I just wanted to leave my family something. If you wish you were hold on, Crypto Playground. Are you that bullish on Tau? Did we create a Tau Maxi? Did we got another Tau Crypto Playground? Crypto Playground. Did we create a Tau Maxi? Bro, dropped the nugget. He said, if you wish to, bro, are you really that bullish on Tau? Nah, we going straight to recession, bro. It's over with. Crypto is over with, bro. There's no way we can ever come back to these tariffs because ETH never hit an all-time high. So with that being said, we're going down, way down. It's over with. No altcoin season is canceled. Do we got some a Tau Maxi? I know we got some ZBCNs, some XRPs. Why is y'all buying the dip? Hold on, let me check the poll. 34 votes, and 57% people say that this is a bull trap. Hold on. I need to know, Crypto Playground. I need to know. Why are you now a Tau? Like, what is your thesis behind Tau? Why are you getting Bitcoin early vibes with Tau? Let me know in the chat your thesis, right? And I don't want you to say nothing about Milliverse or nothing. I want to know your point of view on your thesis on why you see what you see in Tau. Damn, bro, where the Bears go at? I think I left the thing on the screen too long because the Bears, they left. I didn't want them to leave. All right, so let me put back on the hold on, let me put it right for the Bears. There we go. Oh no, everything got to be red. No, that's too much green, bro. We need some shit that's red. All right, hold on, let's go to the hour. There we go. There we go. It's over with. There we go. Now we back, baby. All red. Let's freaking go. Jerry must be uber frustrated that ICP reach retail better. He definitely shows his conviction. While similar in that sense, I don't think some of these projects care much about retail. Yeah, well, they need to figure it out. Ross, you're right. That's the biggest knock on HBAR and ICP. And you would think, like, if people actually did the research on ICP and have an understanding, like, for instance, I could stream right now and do all of this on ICP, and it would be all on chain, right? I can create this little streaming platform on ICP, stream on ICP, have my chat and everything be on ICP, on chain, and no third parties. And I get incentivized literally through ICP. It's literally the internet. So it kind of cuts out the middleman. And I like it because let's say I build a platform like this, a streaming platform, right? And I want my followers and people that rock with me and you know what I'm saying, people that you know what I'm saying, the community, right? To tip. Maybe the community wants to tip. Instead of them tipping in YouTube and YouTube takes a little payment out of that, like they would tip in ICP and that would strictly be on chain, and I would get 100% of my tip, and YouTube would take nothing. This is how magnificent ICP technology is. You literally can build. You can literally take a template. I can literally take a template of EVMUX, code it through any type of coding platform, and even an AI coding platform. Which is what's it called? Either vibe coding or what's the word I'm looking for? God damn, what they say, arbitrage, reverse engineer. So I can literally, there we go. Sorry, screenshot this template, put this in my AI coding, reverse engineer it, re-release it on ICP, have tips and everything, and all the tips would be in ICP going directly to me, and YouTube would make nothing. That's how beautiful the technology of ICP is. And no one actually knows this. No one actually knows that if they just, instead of creating a WAP, why don't you create WAP on ICP where there is no third party or intermediary? You make 100% of your tips because it's on chain. It's not being paid to YouTube first. Like, ICP is a beautiful technology, but they just got wrecked by SBF. And SBF created such a void from kind of like what happened to Jasmine. When you look at the chart, you're like, damn, can Jasmine ever get back to $4? You're like, damn, can ICP ever get back to $400 or something crazy like that? And it's such a huge void there. And people just don't believe it'll ever get back. Well, boy asked me about Ethereum Classic. My, I had a guy in my group chat. He was like, "Bro, I'm not buying ETH, but I'm buying Ethereum Classic on Robinhood." I wanted to be hopeful, right? Because I know he's new and he just down at Robinhood, and he probably was thinking like, Ethereum is this high, Ethereum Classic can do this too, right? And I get it. It's like Bitcoin is this high. What if Litecoin ever does what Bitcoin again? But it's just. Well, very good. About Robin Hood and about Ethereum Classic. Oh shit, Ethereum Classic. Oh my god. Oh, supply AI. I love the answer. Yes, the supply, the tokenomics are magnificent, and they have a similar flywheel to something like virtuals or even Solana. When you think about the token creation that's happening within the subnets, and we're not even talking about like Talbot, right? Now, again, this is a risky play. I'm sorry for laughing at the Ethereum Classic people. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the one of the homies. I'm not laughing at you, bro. I promise you, I'm not laughing at you. I know you generally just was asking a question, and I respect it. But let's go here, Talbot. Another sleeper play that kind of like is a great beta play to Tal, but extremely risky because D Tal is already out. And everybody is wondering, like, when is they going to drop their platform? When will we be able to swap Tal subnets with Ethereum, right? Given that interoperability to the liquidity of ETH, right? And this is what they're working to accomplish here. Talbot, just something to put on your watch list. If Tau explodes and the ecosystem explodes and Talbot can finally release their main net, this could be something. This could be something. This is very, very risky. Oh, it's already live. I didn't even know it's live. God damn. That's why I ain't been on Twitter, so I didn't even know the custom subnet pages. The website would be acting all freaking funky. Has anybody used this yet? So CB Richard turns straight Southern technically directly from ETH. No more conflicts or technical barriers. Has anybody used this yet? I didn't even realize it was live. I haven't been on the X page in a while. It's actually live. Like, I bought into this without anticipating the product to drop. Now the product is out. I gotta try it out. So when I get back from the gym, I'm definitely gonna be hanging around Talbot and seeing if it's smooth, if it's not clunky. Yeah, it's live. You can now trade ETH with Tau subnets. This is a banger. This is a banger. This is a banger. I did not know that this was live. It's live. So, yeah, try it out. Create a new wallet. Always practice risk management. But this is what I was talking about. Like, you can now trade subnets here with ETH, man. This is huge for Tau. This is amazing for Tau. I did not know that this was live. Let me share this because let me share it. Um, this is a sleeper, guys. This is a sleeper. When the whole this right here just unlocked a whole bunch of liquidity for Tau. What a sleeper project this is, guys. Do your research. Tau, for one thing, has a halving type structure. Yes, it does. So you're seeing a lot of things coming down the pipe. So I'm gearing up like Monkey D. Luffy. I'm going to be the king of all pirates. Crocodile. Oh, imagine if they dismissed the case against. Yeah, bro. Hey, look. I mean, they dismissed the case against Richard Hart, and then I think that shit started sending, right? That shit started like I remember it started sending for like a couple days. So yeah, you don't own any ICP and you know it's a beast. Tau to 1,000 easy. That's amazing. ZBCN is a good one, yeah, but ICP doesn't have the USA approval. It's great technology. It's not a USA based coin. Hold on, let me check. Let me double check that. Um, Made in America. Neither is Tau. Yeah, it's not a. It's not. It's definitely not a made in America coin. You are right about that. I don't know why I thought ICP was made in. Maybe I thought it because Solana was, and I'm just assuming that ICP was made in America either. But I don't see Tau or ICP. So is that something that you guys are like? If it's not made in America, y'all not buying it? Is that what we doing? Is that the new thesis? Like if it's not made in America, that it's not a good token? I don't know about. I mean, if that's what you, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. Uh, because Tau ain't made in America, but I definitely ain't selling my Tau no time soon. ICP had a bad rep because of FTX did pull it in Coinborough shit on ICP without actually due diligence. Has yet to date apologize for the lies. Like, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah. I think it was a couple of people that it was Coinborough and then it's I think it was invest something. They both was like dogging ICP because I seen Jury talking about that, and Jury was like, they just came with a whole bunch of misinformation. That's another thing, guys. You got to double check some of this stuff. It does nothing wrong with that. I don't see how that's relevant. I'm not convinced to see any benefits of U.S. main coins. Just I'm not either. I'm not either. I think that's a narrative because of the crypto reserves, but I'm not basing my investment thesis on if a coin is USA made or not. I'm definitely not doing that. Not doing that. I know you'll be able to hold BTC and ETH on ICP, unhackable. ICP sounds very centralized to me. Everything is done within one ecosystem. I like diversified platforms. I mean, it just depends on how you look at ICP when you say centralized. I don't. I think it's decentralized internet. So the reason it feels centralized is because everything is built on ICP, but it's actually decentralized because you are in charge of whatever you build versus a third party. So if you've done research on how Ethereum is hosted by AWS, literally a disaster could happen. And let's say AWS gets hacked or AWS shuts down for like 30 minutes. That would really, really hurt those applications. That could never happen with something like ICP. So I mean, there's pros and cons, but if you want to say it's decentralized from a holder's aspect, yes, but centralized from a holder's aspect, yes. But I would not say it's centralized from like a technology or platform sense. What it's doing makes it decentralized, if that makes sense. Like I said, you guys got your own opinions, but I have to disagree there. There are a lot of non-made crypto coins that will outperform made in America coins. It's just made in America coins that just seems to be safe. Exactly. Perfect answer. Better get ZBN before VIPs. They're in finance and Right Rock. Depth cart. That's crazy. White Rock is gonna be crazy, bro. White Rock is gonna be crazy too. That's another sleeper. And if White Rock becomes like a $1 billion token, XRP price is gonna raise as well. It brings up the value like we talked about early in the stream with the XRP prices. All right, guys, it's about to be 1 o'clock. I gotta go work out. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get from the gym, we'll do some more research and maybe hit the trenches a little bit. It's been one. We had a beautiful conversation. Understand, please don't take anything that I say personal, guys. It's all entertainment. I use your comments to bring entertainment. I'm not mad at nobody. I don't dislike anybody. I respect everybody's opinions. My opinions suck, okay? They're not the best. I'm not no expert. I'm just entertaining with crypto. So if you get into the stream and we have like a little spat, it's all entertainment, right? Just entertain. People like to see me cook. If you get cooked, you get cooked. You cook me sometimes, I'm gonna cook you. It is what it is. It's all entertainment. Do not take it personal. Anybody who watch my stream, especially those that are really, really close to me, like the council, the Discord, and the Patreon, guys, please don't take that stuff personal. We are entertaining here. It's boring in crypto. We got to make it fun if we're gonna do these live streams and get some more people in here to make the chat a little bit more active. All right. So appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe. It's Motivated Monday, not mope around Monday. Monday sets the tone for the rest of the week. Get off your ass. Go do something. Go take a walk. Go drink water. Tell a family member you love them today. Wake up each day with love in your heart. And remember, there's no such thing as hopium. Only hustle. Hustle over hopium. Appreciate the $5 spiff, Wise Minds. Appreciate you, good brother. Thank you, Julian. Appreciate you, AOKG. Thank you, Parabolic. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Second Time, for interacting. DB, Swerve, GS, Crypto Playground, Wise, Jeremy, who I ain't skip. Goddamn Carlton, Market Eva, Kevin Thomas, Dr. Shiva, Casey, Sinku, EGB, Elon, Crypto Princess. All y'all, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.